So what we ask of you is, you've all been diagnosed with diabetes in pregnancy and come through to our service. So the next thing we ask is, can you please start monitoring your blood glucose levels? So your LMC will provide you with a meter that looks like this, and if you don't have one of these, please contact your LMC or please make contact with the diabetes team and we will arrange for you to get one of these on prescription. Basically what we're asking is if you can please monitor your blood sugars every day, because we know that during pregnancy your blood glucose levels are going to change because of the insulin requirements when you're pregnant, and also because of those hormonal changes that will happen as your baby grows. The hormone levels are going to get stronger. So the blocking of the insulin does not go away until your baby is born. So pregnancy diabetes is very different to diabetes outside of pregnancy, that we ask if you can please keep an eye on it right up until your baby's born, because we know that it can be harder to manage when you're pregnant. So in the little pack you have a meter and you have a pen. So there's also some instructions in the booklet. So when you open it up, you can open up the booklet and you can see that we have this very easy to read guide that can help you on both sides with how to do the blood glucose testing. So just make sure you've got nice clean hands and not using any alcoholic Steri-Gel, because often that can sit on your fingers. Just plain soap and water, non-perfumed, and nice clean hands when you're doing the test, and dry. So you're going to set your test up. So in here you're going to unscrew your pen and you're going to pop one of these in the top. Now in the instructions, the booklet will tell you that you need to change these every day. However, you can make them last in your pen for about 3 or 4 days. You can't get these lancets on prescription. You have to purchase them from the pharmacy. So everything else can be on prescription, but unfortunately these aren't. So what you do is you twist the little top off and then you screw your pen back on. Now as you can see around the side of the pen there are some numbers. We ask if you can do the arrow pointing to number 1 or number 2, because that tells us how deep we want the little lances to prick your finger. And then to load your pen you're going to pull it back like this until you've got the little red arrow. When you're ready you're going to load your, this is a test strip, and so that looks like this little bottle. Your midwife or doctor or your diabetes midwife should give you another prescription for some more of these, because in the pack you only get 10. So you should get some extras of these from the pharmacy when you pick up your meter. If you do run out of these, we can provide a prescription for you. So you pop this into your meter. Here we go. All the instructions are in this handy little guide here, and this will automatically come up with the time that you're doing the test. And then basically you get your pen. If you're finding it hard holding your fingers firmly, you can pop it down on a firm surface and then hold it against your finger. So I'm going to prick my finger, and I obviously haven't used a big enough drop, so I'm reloading this pen. So I'm holding this on my finger firmly for a few seconds, do a little prick, and if I haven't got enough blood, you can see I'm milking my finger to get the blood. Then what I'm going to do is hold the meter up, pop it against the blood, and let the machine do its work. So we ask that, please, if you could please do 4 tests a day. So the first test we like is first thing in the morning, and that tells us what is happening overnight when you're not eating food. If you're a person who's doing shift work, then we can adjust this for you. So don't be concerned about that. We'll adjust it to suit every individual person, but generally we like you to not have anything to eat from sort of 9 or 10 o'clock at night, overnight, and then we do a test first thing in the morning. And that tells us how is your pancreas working. When your body is making glucose overnight to keep all your organs working, how is your body able to get rid of that glucose overnight? Is there enough insulin in your body? Then we ask if you could please do a test 2 hours from the start of eating your breakfast, 2 hours from the start of eating your lunch, and 2 hours from the start of eating your dinner. So that tells us how is your body working and are you able to get rid of that glucose that your body's making. We know that it's important to monitor these blood glucose, and we know that keeping these blood glucose levels within the ranges of fasting under 5 and between 4 and 6 after meals, that you can still have a very healthy pregnancy and healthy baby. The other thing that is quite handy as well is if you are able to keep a little bit of a food diary. Because when your diabetes midwife gives you a call, she will be able to ask you about what your meals you've had. Perhaps you've been out for dinner or eating out for a special occasion. So, and often people don't remember what they've had from day to day. So if you just keep a little bit of a track record, and then we can identify if some of those meals are because of different food choices, and that's just a one-off for you.